What up, good people? It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns, back at you with another review. So we got something a little different, as you can see from the title. So we're going to get into it. Let's get a little housekeeping out of the way. This video is for educational purposes only. We are in a safe and controlled environment. None of the firearms in the video have been modified or enhanced to change the firing mechanisms. We're not selling any firearms. We're not selling any accessories. So that's that. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We appreciate you stopping by. If you would, hit that subscribe button, set your notifications. Appreciate you hanging around. If you're a return viewer, welcome back. You know, I definitely appreciate that support. You've been along for the ride, and we're going to keep this journey going. So let's get into the video. So this is something a little different. I couldn't get out to the range this weekend. I got some things going on, so schedule just does not permit. So I did want to get something out there. So I thought I'd just kind of rate my favorites, not necessarily a best gun thing, but just my favorites out of my collection. So I figured I'd do a top 5, and we got a couple of honorable mentions that we'll throw in there that's just staples in the collection. So this is in random order, so no particular order. So we'll just jump right into it, and we'll start out with the gun that actually I like to shoot the most. I shoot it the best, and it's just such a comfortable flat shooter. This is my Sig. This is the Sig P320 Spectra Comp. This is the gold version. This does come in a blacked out version, so you can get it either way. I went with the gold. Weapon is clear. Magazine's empty. Nothing in the weapon. Like to keep that mag in for aesthetics. So this bad boy here, got a few enhancements on it, but it actually comes from the factory pretty nice. So you got the cutout in the barrel, in the slide there. So you can see that gold barrel peeking through there. That's part of the gold package. Gold trigger. That's that custom works trigger. So that's factory trigger there, skeletonized trigger. I did change the slide lock on here to put the gold slide lock on there. I think that's from Great Guns or either Sig Candy, one of those. So I changed the takedown on here. This is a Tyrant design, that gas pedal takedown there. That's a nice look. I like that. Gives you a chance to get on that bad boy if you want to bear down on it. And it's just a nice look to the firearm. The mag release, that is the extended mag release. That's Tyrant design as well. You can see the design in the pattern there. And then on the back side, that back plate, that's also Tyrant design. So we got a lot of Tyrant design in here. On down to the magazine, that is Tyrant design magazine, that base plate. So that's a nice addition there. This magwell on here, I took the factory magwell off. It does come with a standard black factory magwell. And I put this brass one on here. I'm trying to think, man, did I get that? I think this might have come from Dawson Precision or SLR. I'm not sure. It might have been Dawson Precision is where I got that. But this is brass, so this gives you even more weight. Even though this bad boy already has the tungsten infused frame for weight, this brass magwell adds more weight. But with these Tyrant design mags, the tolerance is a little tight on each end as far as fitting in that big mouth magwell. So I did have to take some material off front and back here, and I just haven't gotten to adding some finish to put that gold back on there. But this is a nice look here. This is a nice piece. We got that Streamlight TLR1 HL on there for accessories. And then for the red dot, I really like this Hollison red dot. This is the SCS, so that's the direct mount. That is solar powered. Never have to change the battery in that. I like these. It sits low enough to where you can get, well, not really. You barely get a co-witness on there. If you change the sights, put a little bit higher sights on there, you could get a co-witness. I didn't want to change the sight. This bad boy comes with the nice day-night X-Ray 3 sights on there. I had as much fun shooting this bad boy before I put the optic on it, shooting it with the iron sights, because it shoots so well with the irons. And it is dead on. Easy to pick up the target. You got the green up front, and then it's blacked out in the rear. And then you can see this bad boy is comp from the factory, that slide. So this is a nice shooter. This is a real nice shooter. Good weight to it for a polymer. Like I said, you got that tungsten infused, so it's not just strictly polymer. You got some weight. And you see for the Spectra Comp, they give you that stippling on the frame there. So this is pretty good texture. So you can get some grip on that bad boy. That's wrapping all the way around, front and back. So yeah, this is a nice piece here. So this here is the Sig P320 Spectre Comp, 9mm, decked out with the gold accents. So that's first one out the group. Next up, we'll keep it moving. We'll jump up since we're on the 320 line. This here is 320 Inspired. This here is my Icarus Precision frame. And this bad boy is nice. I like this here. So I did this bad boy from ground up. This is that fire bronze color. And it is nice. It is nice. So this is a mixture here. Let's go ahead and clear it. Magazine is empty. Weapon is empty. And as a matter of fact, I'll switch out because I've got the Tyrant design mag for this as well. So give you an extended look out of there. So this is a sweet piece here. So let's start on the back here. Tyrant design back plate on here. This here has the standard fire control unit. So that's just the blacked out slide lock there. I did put the Tyrant design gas pedal takedown lever on there. So we did the same with the extended mag release. That's Tyrant design as well. See if you can see that. Sticks out pretty good, so you can get on that bad boy pretty good. Coming on the top here, this here is the Killer Innovations slide and barrel. So this is their setup. This is optic cut for the RMR. And this bad boy has the comp on here. That's a Killer Innovation comp as well. That's an adjustable comp, so it comes with two different lugs. It's got a bigger lug if you want less compensation. It's adjustable. As a tool, you can adjust the front as well as far as either widening that opening there or tightening it up. So you've got flexibility there. And I like the cutouts on that slide. So lightweight, but real stylish. The light, same thing. This TLR 1HL goes good on these 320 series. It's kind of like an ideal length. I don't like the light sticking far out. I like it kind of be flush with the end of the slide. And that's the look that you get. So this bad boy came out real nice. I did change the trigger shoe out on this. So that's the Tyrant design. See if you can pick that up. That's the Tyrant design trigger shoe in there. So you got the gold in the middle. Just kind of accenting that. But this bad boy came out nice. Lightweight. This Icarus frame, it's aluminum frame. So you're not adding a lot of weight, but it's sufficient. It's definitely sufficient. And this is a nice piece here. So this is one of my favorites. I like the 320 platform. Some people don't, but I really enjoy shooting that 320 platform. But this is the Icarus Precision ground up build, P320 Inspired. So that's another one in the group there. So coming on over, let's jump to the Canon side. This here is definitely a favorite. I stalked this thing all throughout the pandemic until I finally got a hold of one of these bad boys. So this here is the Canon SFX Rival S. So this is the steel frame. That mag is empty. Weapon is empty as well. Put that mag back in for aesthetics. So this bad boy here is decked out nice. This already has pretty good weight to it, but I did add the lock grips on here. So that's the palm swell lock grips. That's been added to that. So you can see that bad boy is fat. We got the lock grips mag well, so I took the factory mag well off and put that lock grip mag well on there. I do need to get the extended base pad so that it sticks out a little bit more. This is still the factory base pads, which you can get them on there. It goes in there well, but the extended will look much nicer, and plus it gives you additional capacity. So I think it's +3, similar with the TTI. On top, I just threw this optic on here. This is my Dragonfly from Springfield. I took this off of my XDM, off of my carry, because I just didn't like it as a carry. You have to turn it on. It stays on 16 hours, but you still have to turn it on. I don't like having to turn the optic on my carry, so I switched out, put a Holosun on my carry. And this was just sitting around, so I just went ahead and threw it on here. But it actually looks pretty nice on there. And this is pretty much a range item, so I don't mind having to turn it on. This is just a budget light on here that I had. I am going to get another TL1 put on here because I like that look. I think that's going to be a good length, so we'll go with that. Nothing done to the trigger. That's factory trigger. If you know these Canons, you know the triggers on these bad boys are nice right out the box. So nothing to be done there. How you see it is how it's going to run. Other than a different light, that's not going to look much different. It's just going to be different. This here is a low budget light. This is the GM Con, but this bad boy functions. It's nice and bright, and it works great. It works just like the stream light. It's just not a stream light, but this bad boy is solid as a tank. So not a bad light. I just want the stream light on here, so I'll change that out. But this will sit pretty much how you see it, other than those enhancements. This steel frame, I haven't shot it since I put these lock grips on here. Now these are the brass. These come in aluminum and they come in brass. I probably should have went with the aluminum. I went with the brass, and this bad boy, it's heavy. I like a heavy firearm, but this feels more like one of my Rock Islands. It's got some weight. So I haven't shot it, but it already shot pretty flat with just the weight of the steel frame. But I know with these lock grips, this bad boy is going to be really flat. So once I get this out, I will get that footage and let you see how flat this bad boy is shooting with these brass lock grips on here. But this here, 9mm Canon TTI, I mean not TTI, but SFX steel frame. And where we'll go from there. Let's go right here. Since we're into the bling. This piece right here. This is a gem here. This here is my SAR USA. This is the K12 Sport. But it's a special edition. Let me just clear it. Magazine is clear. Weapon is clear. Mag back in for a static. So drop that hammer. So this is first hammer fire up on deck. But this here is inspired off of the CZ platform. But this bad boy holds its own. This is the special edition black chrome model. So you can see the light busting off that bad boy. Cutouts on the slide on both sides, 3 on each side. Sights are blacked out up front, blacked out in the rear. LPA sights, adjustable for elevation. And the trigger on this bad boy is nice. So double action, single action. Let's go. Single action, a little take up there, but it drops nice. So reset. Yeah, so reset's a little extended, but nice trigger. Controls, pretty much just like the CZ. And this bad boy, you got a little checkering on the front, a little checkering on the back. These are aluminum grip panels on here. The aluminum base pad that's on the magazine. This is a capacity of 18, so you got decent capacity. I'm not sure. Pretty sure it's no, it actually says 17. So 17 capacity, but this is a nice piece here. They did this, the special edition. Initially, it was the black chrome, and they did the rainbow version. I know Black Rambo has the rainbow version of this, and those were the only two out first, other than just the stock one. The stock one is just a regular stainless look. And the X was still, you still got the cutouts, but it was just a regular stainless finish. But this here was a joint venture that they did with Osage County Gun Shop out of, I think they're out of Oklahoma. But it was just that for a while, but I see some different models out there now. So if you shop around, they've got some different colors, some different themes. But this is a nice one to have here. This bad boy here is a sweet piece. So this is the SAR USA K12 Sport. Chambered in 9mm in that flashy black chrome. I love some black chrome. So that's what we're working with there. Nice piece in the collection. And that's all steel, so that bad boy's got some weight, so it shoots nice and flat. So next up, we'll go with my EDC. This here is this is the best of both worlds. I think you could easily say that this is the best EDC on the market, in my opinion. And I don't think there's too much out there that would rival it. I mean, some people like the Smith & Wessons, the shields they've come out with, and they're nice. The carry comp is nice, but I don't think they're touching this bad boy. I don't think so. So let's clear it. Magazine's empty. Weapon is empty. This here is the Sig P365 AXG Legion. So this is the all metal, and this bad boy here, for the size and the capacity, I don't think it gets any better. It shoots flat like a big firearm. That integrated comp in the slide keeps this bad boy nice and flat. You got a capacity of 17, so a 17 plus 1 in this small package. The trigger is nice on it. It's just an all-round nice package. So I changed the trigger on here. That's the Tyrant CNC trigger with the safety shoe on it. So that's what we're working with. Let me just show you. This is factory trigger, nothing done to it. It breaks right at the 90-degree mark. Same sound as all the SIGs. You get that nice thump. Reset. There you go. So as with all the SIGs, in my opinion, they shoot much better than they dry fire. When you're running this bad boy, you don't feel that thump. It runs fine, the trigger is fine. As far as accessories, I've got the TLR G on here, TLR 8G. So that's got the laser on here, the green laser. I changed the takedown lever and the slide lock. So that's the Tyrant CNC, slide lock and takedown. So it gives you the impression that it's just one piece there. So that's a nice piece there, a nice addition. I did put the back plate on there, that's Tyrant CNC, but we kept that blacked out. And I put the lock grips on this bad boy. Now the factory grips had decent texture, but I didn't like that chalky look. And if it's up against your skin, it would kind of get sweaty and it just really looked bad. So I like the Legion logo on there, but I just didn't like the appearance of the grips. So these lock grips are like that. These bad boys are super aggressive. These are the aluminums. So I went with the aluminum. That's plenty. And these bad boys, when you grab it, it's not going anywhere. This is pretty much a full, depending on the size of your hand, even if you got big hands, this is a full grip. So this is really the best of both worlds. You've got an ideal EDC that's going to shoot, in my opinion, like a full size. It's going to give you the grip and feel of a full size grip. But it's small enough to where you can conceal it with no problem. You got the factory mag well on here. This is factory mags. They've got that Legion base plate on there. And eventually I would assume the new Sig fuse that they made comes with the 21 round mags, and those mags will fit in here. So I assume they're going to start selling those separate at some point. Right now they just come with the fuse. So once they are available, then you'll be able to put that 21 round mag in here. You can either keep it as an extra mag as your backup, or you can run it in here. I will likely run it as a backup, and I will keep just a 17 round in there. Because if you can't stop the party with 17, you probably need to be heading in another direction. So this is what we're rocking with. This is one of my EDCs. This is that Sig P365 AXG Legion. And this bad boy here is like that. So keeping it moving. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is number 5. So we got a couple of honorable mentions here to round out the top 5. And we'll start with one that you just really can't have any collection without having. That's that Glock 19X. This is the staple of any collection. Every collection has a Glock. A lot of them have multiple. I've got a few, but this 19X was the one that I sought after the most. So, magazine is clear. Weapon is clear. Put that mag back in for aesthetics. This bad boy here in that peanut butter coyote tan is nice. I put the handle and grips on there just to give it a little accent. Put that black. This here was before they came out with the MOS version. So I did send this slide out to have it cut. Had it cut for the SCS, for the Hollison SCS. And I would have liked to have it sat lower. They didn't cut it low as I like, but it is what it is. This bad boy still works. I like that look. This has, you can barely get a co-witness on here, but you can get a co-witness, so that's cool. I don't plan to change the sights. I like these sights on here. As far as the light, I've got the TLR 7A on here in the two-tone. So we got that FDE going there. I did put some handle and grip on the magazine as well. So we've got a little extra capacity there. But this bad boy here is tried and true. Nothing done internally. That I'll leave as it is. The factory trigger is what it is. It is getting better as you shoot it, but it's still a factory Glock trigger. So nothing done to that yet. Maybe I'll put a Johnny Glock trigger in it at some point, but no hurry there. I like this bad boy as it is, and this is what we're rocking with. So this is the honorable mention, the Glock 19X, inspired by that military contract bid, which Sig beat Glock out on, but That's a little politics there. We won't get into that. So that's chambered in 9mm. And last but not least, the other honorable mention is one of my 1911s. If you follow the channel, you know that I love those Rock Islands. I like a big heavy firearm. And this here is one that I put some work in. Magazine is empty. Weapon is empty. And this here is my Rock Island chambered in 45 ACP. This is the double stack. And this bad boy here is like a tank. This one here, it doesn't look like your average Rock Island. I took this bad boy and broke it all the way down completely. And I put an all-day polish job on this bad boy. Left the lows black on here. Left the top of the slide black. Some of the lows around the frame were left black. And everything else I polished and put that stainless look on it. And this bad boy came out nice, all the way down to the mag well, the screws. We did the hammer, the beaver tail, polished the barrel up. This bad boy came out nice. The safeties, the slide lock, all that, even the trigger, polished that bad boy up. So it came out pretty sweet. So I'm extremely pleased with this. I've done a little trigger work on it, but I plan to go back in there and do some more trigger work to clean that bad boy up and get it a little more crisp. And I'm gonna do a little bit more slide work on it. Because when I did it initially, I just kind of touched it up a little bit, but I didn't do too much. But since then, I picked up some nice pointers from Hayes Custom, so I know what I'm looking for in there, what I need to touch on. So I'm gonna go back inside this bad boy and I'm gonna clean it up a little bit more. It already feels nice. For a Rock Island, that's pretty decent. But I'm gonna go in there and clean this bad boy up to where it's got that butter sound and where that trigger is nice. Triggers on these are decent. Most of them break around 5 pounds right out the factory. It's a little take up. Take up is adjustable. Most of them come with the adjustable trigger. And that's your break. Coming back off of that, reset, break. So we're gonna tighten that up some more. That's just where we are. We got the X300 on this bad boy, so that light fits perfect on these full-size dust covers. It looks nice on there. So this here is a premium piece here to the eye. So I am liking this. So this here, 45 ACP. I got a few of these Rock Islands. I've got the 9. I've got the 10mm. I got the 22 TCM. And then I've got a 40, which is a Remington, but on the same para frame. So check those out on the channel. I got reviews up on all those. But this here is just another honorable mention. I want to roll this bad boy out. And this is a nice piece. So we're not going to stretch it out any further. That's where we are. That's my top 5 with a couple of honorable mentions. I've got some other stuff. It's hard to pick, but these are ones that just kind of I prefer to shoot. I like them for different reasons. Doesn't mean that they're the best, but they're the ones that that I have preference for. So that's where we are. It's your boy BTG. Get in the comments. Let me know. Let me know what you think about those. If you got something similar, if you got any suggestions, I'm always open for suggestions. I enjoy the feedback, enjoy the dialogue. Check me out on the other platforms at Bust Them Guns on Instagram and Facebook. We are out there on Rumble as well. So until next time, I am going to be doing a top 5 AR. That's going to be short platform. I might mix something long in there, but I'm going to be doing that as well. I don't know if that's going to drop this weekend or if I push that off, but this is going to be for the weekend drop here. Like I said, I couldn't get to the range, but it is what it is. It's your boy BTG. Till next time, holla.